Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, words my brethren all around the world watching this video. Hope you're having a great day today. As tuning in, make sure you do yourself a damn favor and hit that subscribe button, and surely you will not be disappointed. Now, interesting stuff in that light heavyweight division. I recently just made a video about Anthony Yarde. Y'all can go check it out right over here. I'll leave the card for you right here so you can go watch the video and see what I'm talking about. I recently made a video about Anthony Yarde and about how basically why boxing fans and why some boxing fans are frustrated with him. And despite the talent and despite the performances he's been turning in, there's a growing number of people who are frustrated with him. And I went through that in that video. You know, the guy hasn't really fought anybody of note. He's not even fighting like guys who are like top 30, he hasn't fought anything close to top opposition. He hasn't even stepped up to British level yet, let alone world level. And as many of us know, he actually is the number one contender for the WBO belt that Sergey Kovalev has, and the WBO recently ordered that fight. And I found that very interesting. And it's funny because today, as I'm talking to you guys, about 3 hours ago, I'm reading it via Michael Benson's Twitter, but the interview was on IFL TV. Basically, Anthony Yarde's manager, Tunde Ajayi, said the following, okay, that they're going to welcome, that they want the fight with Sergey Kovalev, but on one condition, and it's only on that one condition that they want the fight. So there's always that one thing. Here's what they said. They said that they want the Kovalev fight, but not if it takes place in America. His manager also stated that he believes that Anthony Yarde is the A side in that fight, and that he wants the fight to take place at the Emirates Stadium. And if you guys don't know, for those of you who don't follow, as us Americans call it, soccer or English football, okay, the Emirates Stadium is where Arsenal Football Club plays. The Arsenal. They play at the Emirates Stadium, and that is a massive stadium. That is one of the biggest stadiums in the Premier League. It is. It really is. And we're talking about Yarde, a guy who, I'm pretty sure as early as his last fight, let me make sure I'm not tripping here, but as early as his last fight, he was fighting at small arenas in Leicester. And you want to talk about having stadium fights? Let's look. Not Leicester. His last fight he fought in Kensington. He fought at the Royal Albert Hall, which is a historic venue, but it's a smaller venue at that. So you fighting fights at Royal Albert Hall and York Hall. You haven't even headlined a show at the O2 yet, and you're talking about fighting at the Royal Albert Hall or the Emirates Stadium. So come on, man. That's very unrealistic stuff from his manager. That's BS. It's utter BS. And what are you going on about? You're worried about American judges. Like, if anybody should be complaining about judges here, it should be Sergey Kovalev. After all, this is the same Sergey Kovalev that got robbed by Andre Ward in the first fight, that got robbed in the second fight in a way when Ward was low blowing the hell out of him. So if there's going to be a guy in this negotiation to complain about judges and stuff like that and refs, it should be Sergey Kovalev. But no, it's Anthony Yarde. It's the guy who has an endorsement deal before he's ever fought anybody. He's the guy that's on TV shows being treated like a celebrity before he's ever fought anybody. And I think his career, honestly, like I think he should be afforded the time to develop his career, but I think also his career is in a dangerous place, and he needs to make sure that mentally he's right, because it's in a dangerous place because he's getting everything he could possibly want. He's getting the attention, he's getting the adoration, he's getting the love, the support of a lot of people. But he hasn't done anything. He has not done anything as far as the fighters he's beat. He's beaten nobody. He's beaten nobodies. Nobody at the top level. Hasn't even stepped up to British level. And it almost feels like if you ask Anthony Yarde and his team to step up to the British level, it's almost like you're pulling, it's like pulling straws. You're pulling straws. Like, it's tough. Like it's so much to ask Anthony Yarde to step up to the British level, and then now a fight is being ordered for you to have a chance to become a world champion, to fight one of the top 25 greatest light heavyweights to ever do it in Sergey Kovalev, one of the top 25 best light heavyweights to ever put on a pair of boxing gloves, and your manager, I don't want to say Yarde, I don't want to put words in Yarde's mouth, but the guy who's pulling the strings on his career, one of the guys that's pulling the strings on his career, his trainer and his manager is talking about they're the A side. They want the fight at the Emirates Stadium. Yet you haven't even sold out a fight at the O2 Arena. So I just think there's a lot of unrealistic demands from Anthony Yarde's team. And if this fight doesn't happen, I'm telling you right now, if this fight doesn't happen because of these ridiculous demands that his trainer and manager is putting upon the fight, I mean, I don't know, man. I might join in on the Yarde criticism as well, because I mean, I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to give this guy and give him the time that he needs. Because look, the guy had 12 amateur fights. The guy didn't really have an amateur boxing career. So if he wants to learn and take his time, I have zero qualms, zero problems with that. But if you get a chance to fight for the light heavyweight title against Sergey Kovalev, one of the best light heavyweights to ever do it, one of the top 25 best light heavyweights to ever do it, and you decide that you're the A side for no reason, you have not headlined a show at the O2 Arena, and you haven't fought anybody at British level, and you're gonna dictate your team is gonna try to dictate to Sergey Kovalev what he should do because you're worried about judges. He should be worried about judges. He's the guy who's been robbed twice. Come on, man, get it together, man. Get it together. Anthony Yarde's team is they're putting him in a dangerous place, in a dangerous position. It's ridiculous. This might be the most ridiculous thing I read all day today, and that's saying something. That is really saying something, because I just got off a live hangout and I was talking about Deontay Wilder and how, you know, he's got his issues with him saying he holds the keys to the heavyweight division and all this stuff. So come on, man. Get it together, Anthony Yarde's team. You know, I was thinking about making this a very long and drawn-out video, but there's no point. The fact of the matter is, as it stands right now, Yarde's team is making very unrealistic demands. The guy hasn't stepped at the British level. They want to fight at the Emirates Stadium. Get the hell out of here. I'm done. No more. We're done.